Dinaga.
The Prime Minister's first bill has shattered his spending promises. He was elected on a promise of financial transparency, accountability, and responsibility, and only 1 month later, he has already torn down that facade, treating taxpayer dollars like some seedy, secretive corporate bank account instead of the purse strings of this nation. Mr. Speaker, in what world can this Prime Minister justify spending $500 billion in taxpayer dollars without a budget?
This hurts. Nothing to see here, please.
The President of the Treasury Board.
Mr. Speaker, this new government is making sure that spending is being carefully managed and focused on our most pressing priorities. We will continue to review our spendings to make sure we are being efficient, effective, and focused on meeting the challenges and opportunities Canada faces.
This is the worst.
The member for Hastings, Lennox and Addington, and Dinaga.
This government's dismissive rhetoric does not stand up to scrutiny. They promised to cap spending at 2%, but hours later increased it by 8%. No fiscal anchor, no fiscal guardrails. We are in a fiscal freefall, and working-class Canadians are paying the bill, including nearly $1,400 per household spent on this Prime Minister's corporate consultant cronies. Mr. Speaker, it's insulting to Canadians. How is this Liberal government asking to spend $500 billion without a budget?
President of the Treasury Board.
Mr. Speaker, let's talk about the investments in the main. It includes important funding to support the Canadian Forces, health services for First Nations, dental care, border services and immigration, veterans benefit and housing. The new government is investing in Canadians to build Canada strong.
Halliburton, Kawartha Lakes.
Speaker, under these Liberals, it's the same spending, same ministers, and same painful consequences for Canadians. Except now, we don't know the government's full plan because they refuse to table a budget, something quite new to Canada. Budgets have been presented during wars, economic downturns, and yes, even following elections. We do know that this government has increased spending on consultants by 36%, meaning every Canadian household must pay $1,400 to get gimmicks instead of results. How is this Liberal government asking to spend $500 billion without even a budget?
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, it's the same old Conservative, but with new slogan, Mr. Speaker. We're just a week in this House, and they're coming back with slogan. On this side of the House, Canadians watching at home know they can trust us, Mr. Speaker. No! Because we promise and we deliver. We promise to be there for Canadians, and the first thing we delivered, Mr. Speaker, was a tax cut for 22 million Canadians. Wow. There are people in this riding watching today, and they're going to thank this new Liberal government, Mr. Speaker, to make their life more affordable. But we have even more good news, Mr. Speaker. We're removing the GST on new homes for first-time home buyers up to $1 million, Mr. Speaker. This is
the member for Halliburton, Kawartha Lakes.
Well, Speaker, I don't think asking for a budget on behalf of Canadians is a slogan, and actually something Canada has always had, is a budget.
You son of a bitch.
In fact, this government has spent $330,000 just on consultants to rebrand a Crown corporation. The goal of that name change is to get people real excited about high-speed rail from Toronto to Quebec City. People in my area have grown quite tired of waiting decades for this project to become reality. So when will the government actually get shovels in the ground instead of padding the pockets of well-connected Liberal consultants?
Minister of Transport.
Speaker, I am glad to have the Conservatives finally talking about supporting big nation-building projects.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
At a time when our economy is being battered by U.S. tariffs, That is exactly what we need. Now is the time to get shovels in the ground. Now is the time to build high-speed rail. Now is the time to build Canada. That is what the Prime Minister will be talking about with premiers in Saskatoon. That is going to be what is in the bill that we will be presenting in this session, and we're going to count on the Conservatives to support that.